YouTube, I'm back. It's some more Aethermancer. We're just finishing off the run with the Starspawn, Nyx, and Warden. It's actually kind of a neat little build. I guess I need to like explain it. Also, it's good for Twitch. You can hear what my build is now if you missed the start of the run. So basically, the MVP, VIP, the El Presidente is Starspawn right now. Actually, interestingly, when we started this build, we were going to try and make Starbeam work, which is something I tried to do on a previous run. But actually, the run is kind of like twisted into a different direction. And really, it's all about aging now. And also about this belt. This belt is a really good belt. The idea is that the longer the battle goes on, the more and more I age as a character. And as I age, my abilities get better and better and better over time. And eventually, if I reach age 4, Decay triggers, which does some big damage based on the amount of age that I am. Every 3 turns I age, I get 1 power, and power is just a flat buff to all attacks, plus 1 damage to all attacks, which is pretty good. We also pretty recently grabbed a way to purge Aether off my enemies, and this will come into play when we get to the Warden, which has also got a purging-based ability. And basically, I can slow them down while I give myself time to get older and older and older. This belt is disgusting, by the way, at least if it is the way I'm thinking it's working. If I ever interrupt an enemy, there's a 50% chance I get power. Power is just, as I said, a base plus 1 attack stat, so that's like really, really good. Also, I'm still here. Hang on a second. Sorry, it's really, really windy right now. It's just blown my door open, which is impressive because I got a door stop on. Yeah, sorry. So if I interrupt, there's a chance that I put power on. Also, any action that happens, it's not even just on this unit. Any actions, a 20% chance of putting a power on self. And I've taken many free actions, so they can also trigger it. So there's actually a decent chance every single turn that I just generate a power, which is disgusting. Then the ability I've got Explosion, which does fire and water damage, which is quite important because I have no one else that does fire damage, so this ability is essential. Starbeam is wild damage, which will theoretically break poison on everyone. It's my big piece de resistance. I'm almost never pushing the button though. Eon Shield is another ability to give myself age, so I can actually age a little bit faster, and gives me some big shielding, which is quite important because Starspawn doesn't have that much health. They're quite a fragile little boy. And finally, I've got Moisturize as well, which is another ability that gives me shielding. It is a free action as well, which is quite nice because it can potentially trigger the belt triggers. Also gives me age if I'm below age 3. And I get shields equal to my aging, which is, again, really, really useful. Then I'll go to Warden next because I think was it my second unit? No, it was my 3rd unit. But either way, the Warden's like the next stalwart. Actually, no, let's go to Nyx first. Nyx is kind of weird because I didn't really think it was going to go much further into the run. But like part of the way through the run, we actually picked up this synchronous aging, because this unit in its own right doesn't have aging, nor does the Warden actually. They don't have the age ability, and I've been looking for another unit with age on it. But I picked up this synchronous aging that is, whenever you reach 5 Aether of the same element, it applies age and shields to all allies with age, which is really good. It's basically giving my Starspawn even more aging, so I'm like accelerating my scaling way, way quicker. Just purely because of this ability alone, Nyx is like locked into the squad. I did need some sort of healer, and this is the other thing about Nyx. They're basically just a healer, right? So the more healing I do, the better. Also, whenever I heal as this character, I generate poison, so I'm applying a little bit of poison to enemies, but it's not the big major part of the build. It really is more just like they are a healer. So yeah, I don't think I need to really say anything else more than this. I can cleanse debuffs, so I can remove corruption. A little bit of corruption at least. I can generate a bit of Aether on this character. I think as well they've got a perk on the base attacks to do more Aether generation, which is quite nice. But yeah, it's mainly just like a bit of water earth damage and a bit of healing, targeted and AoE healing, to keep up this guy, the Warden, who's my tank. The Warden, for every 5 Aether purge or Aether stolen, or weakness applied by the party, which actually I'm not really doing too much of, it applies power to self. So this unit can actually scale in its own right. It's slower scaling the Starspawn, but it can get there. Really though, it's just here to take hits. When battles start, this puts 2 redirects on it and gets 6 shielding. So the first 2 attacks from the enemies that don't target this guy will target this guy instead, which is really good because I've got 2 abilities to go off Retaliate. If I get hit by an attack, I generate 3 shields, and when I get to 25 shields, I get even more power. Also, I've got Incorruptible, which means when I get hit, I also generate 4 shields, so in total 7 shields. And after 3 times of this triggering, I'll remove a bit of corruption as well, which is really nice because this guy's getting like, you know, is getting punished, basically. Then his other ability's got Echo to steal, to purge Aether, which can be useful to deny opponents' attacks. Stealing Dust, which is a free action that steals an Aether, so I get the Aether as well, and I potentially can deny them attacks. And then finally, the last two abilities is Nature Guard, which gives me another redirect stack when I run out of the first two redirect stacks. Also, it's giving it more and more max health, so it's becoming more and more tanky, which is really important when units are doing 35 damage a hit. And then Stone Punch, which is just its damaging move, really. We recently picked up this Epic Orb as well that generates me a bit more Aether to start battles, because I'm a bit Aether hungry from the start with all these free actions, and it can remove debuffs of itself. And actually, it applies weakness on this. I've not used this yet, but that will actually trigger my Power Nexus as well, so that's quite useful, actually. I guess I should talk about Nyx's item as well, which I didn't really talk about. It has got poison hit. Every time I hit, there's a chance I apply poison, which is nice. It has got a bit of a poison synergy. Really, I'm just using this to heal itself, to trigger the Toxic Tides more than anything else. But it does have that. It does have Fire Generator on it as well, and it can mitigate some debuffs, so that's not too bad all in all. And actually, when you put all this together, it's actually quite useful. Like, it seems quite tidy at the very least. We've had a few scares, but all in all, it's felt fairly good. And really, all I've been looking for over the course of the run is a replacement for my belt. And I've not found it. I've like been turning down epic loot, because the belt is too good. Anyway, we have got a goal for this floor as well. Oh, yeah, this biome, or whatever you want to call it. I want to capture the boss. We didn't capture this boss before. I'd like to do it now. The Shining Obelisks were built by the Monsterkin to commemorate the monster deities. They were built after the monster deities' mysterious disappearance. The Monsterkin sought to pay tribute to them in hopes that they would eventually return. Over time, their function transitioned to keeping the memories of the monster deities alive, not unlike gravestones. Alright, lore. I'll have a peep at this again. Oh my god, we were asking for so long. I wanted to replace the Warden with Crab Boy, because Crab Boy has age abilities. It does feel a touch scary to take this guy right now. I would get many dings, but I don't really know what he leads into. All I know is that when we were fighting this guy on the previous floor, he's got a setup where he can spend Wild Aether to basically cast the same thing he cast before as a free action. Which by free action I mean it doesn't take up his action turn. You still have to spend the Wild Aether to cast the ability, which could be disgusting. I mean, it's this ability. It does kind of step on the toes of a bit of the Starspawn. It's removing Wild Aether the Starspawn otherwise would like to eat with its abilities. I'm just so scared right now at this stage of the game to lose the run now because I swap. And I've done it almost the entirety of the last floor, but now I tell you what, if the Warden dies, that's the guy we'll bring back in. But just slowly over time, all these gaps in my... Excuse me, you're an enemy? No. All these gaps in my party where it's oh, I need this, this, and this. I slowly found ways to replace them. So I'm just not that hot for it anymore. Okay, it's been some time since we were on the third floor, so I have to look up exactly what these guys do. I remember the Naga are force-based, right? So they get, crit hits. It's like shielding into force into crits. What does Golduck do again? Or Jin, I think it's actually called. Levitation. For every 9 Aether consumed by allies applies dodge to this monster. Each attack consumes a dodge stack to gain 30% crit chance and crit damage. Okay, so this thing is disgusting if the battle goes on too long. AKA, we need to kill Golduck. I will always on turn 1 push Moisturize. It's like a necessity. It's my free action. It gives me some aging. And it means that at the start of my next turn, I'm going to get 1 power. Guaranteed. Alright, Golduck is an Earth guy, so I would like to do this. I don't... No, I do have enough to do... no, I don't. I want to do this as well eventually, so I guess I have to send out Vampiric Seed right now. I'll do that. Also, what are you guys up to? I guess there's actually what you're doing. You're doing a 28 damage hit. Plus 5 for every force, but there is no force on the board right now. So you're fine. Also for every shield. We have no shield either. Choose one of 3 wish actions that they'll be using in combat. Alright, that's very vague. And shield self for 12. Applies 2 force to self. Oh, it's a target as shield. Wait, are you targeting? I have shields now. Okay. It's fine. I actually gained more shield than the damage they're doing anyway, so it was worth it. Also, it's going to go into the Warden, which I couldn't stop that. So yeah, we'll go into Golduck. I'll heal my allies as well, which means I'm going to apply poison to, I think it's the enemy with the least amount of poison. Like, that's some pretty decent poison, actually, considering it's not my focus. Also, I've got this Stealing Dust now, so I could potentially deny someone their ability, and I'm going to do that, I think. It's whether I want to stop the Jin from doing its ability or you doing your ability. Can I break you after this? I can actually. I can use an item to break you if I have to. No, I can't break you. I can break you with a basic attack. Okay, so I'll stop you doing what you're doing. Also, I actually have more Nathan than I thought. That good Golduck. I've not caught Golduck apparently, but again, I want to hold this blank momentum for the boss, and I've only got one. Oh no, not a bad turn. I didn't generate any power by my 20% chance of getting it from an ability or an action, which is a shame, but it's okay. 32 damage is a lot of damage, yes, but that's what the Warden's here for. He's here just to take these big, chunky hits. Okay. We can moisturize again, which will give me another aging. Then it'll trigger decay, which means I get free attack off with decay. And I generate my 20% chance of getting a power there, which is very good. I should probably consider at some point pushing this button, because again, there are two buttons I want to push every battle. This is one of them because I get more and more max health on my Warden. Also, it'll do a redirect, which means the Warden will take this hit, which is probably a good idea since it's 28 damage. I could also steal a thing. Yeah, that actually works. So I'll stop you doing your big super mega maneuver. I will do this just to make sure I get it done. Poison's going to go off as well because this triggers with Nyx's ability. Nice. Bit more poison. And again, use free actions, a chance I trigger the Starspawn's belt for power. Either way, it's more poison. It's a free action anyway, so who cares? I could try and do more poison, but that would stop you doing this. Am I okay with that? How do you generate a wild one off this? You know, I'll push this button as well. Now I've pushed all the abilities I need to push. Actually, maybe that was too soon. I should have waited to go down to one. Yeah, that was a bit greedy. Alright, to make up for my greediness, I'll just shield and get more aging. I'll try and mitigate getting corruption on my other two guys. Now that I think about it, this is going into the Warden anyway. Whatever. It's all good. Right, you've gained 4, so the bottom Naga is going to crit now. I also forgot my Starspawn, by the way, it generates Wild Aether whenever I, cast an ability of that element. And if I consume the Wild Aether, I'll do... Sorry, if I do an attack, I can consume 1 Wild Aether to do a 7 damage attack, which is wild. Which is actually quite useful. It's not just wild, it is, wild. A lot of damage coming out. It also scales with my power. It can really become a big beat stick. Anyway, we got water. Free action, please. Don't mind if I do. Right, the bottom guy I actually don't want to let him attack anymore because he's doing some nasty shit. Speaking of nasty shit, that's pretty nasty as well, actually. I can actually stop you if I want to. I think I will stop you, actually, if you don't mind. Again, water actions give me wild stuff. It's a free action as well, so I might as well do it. Really, actually, I need more water generation. Potentially. Alright, so this is a kill on you. I'll just take the kill. Like, that's some serious damage for this stage of the game. It was like 50 damage in total. Pretty nice. And... yeah, just keep attacking. Alright, I did take some corruption at the end. My bad, I should have waited for a bit longer. You have many forces now. Don't like that. Anyway, I have a multitude of ways of killing you now, I think. I'm pretty certain if I just push this button, it will trigger an age, which means that decay will go off, because decay goes every 4 turns. And I've got 7 power right now. And by the way, I think I can also remove a wild Aether to do another hit. So, once I get rolling, this build is disgusting. And actually, I'm pretty good at stalling the game out. Okay, so I'm at the point again in the game where I want to replace abilities. Alright, I'm offered to replace abilities. Monsters at 3 of your age apply age, otherwise generate wild. Interesting. I think I'm actually quite happy with what he's doing, because this unit is so frail, I need the shielding on my free action. And I'm also happy with doing the fire damage. I think actually your abilities are basically locked in, except maybe the hyper beam attack. Maybe I take Mud Tide instead of the hyper beam. Yeah, the 5 max health would be nice though. But I think I actually might cast this. I basically don't ever cast this. I guess you get power on this as well, but... alright, goodbye, Starbeam. I've got too much stuff to use the Wild Aether anyway. I think actually I wouldn't ever get to use it again. Am I allowed in? No? Alright, sure. Please. What's the scariest unit here? You're pretty spooky. You're also pretty spooky, though. If I can just deal with you, the healing goes off. So I think I'll try and get rid of the Sphinx. Also, you start putting totems on everyone. It's fucking really annoying. Oh, I will say the Medusa, don't you not want to debuff this unit? I think that's part of his deal. Let me check Medusa. Yeah, Retaliate. Cleanse a debuff from himself. For every 4 debuffs cleansed from himself triggers an attack that deals 1 times 4 earth damage and does an affliction. And affliction just means that if I have a debuff on me, it puts 4 more of those debuffs on me if I don't have one. I think it's a random one that it could apply. So it'll do poison or terror, I think. Pretty nasty, actually. I can't really stop myself from debuffing it. Anyway, as I said, always moisturize. Meant to stop aging, but in this case it makes aging happen. Did I steal that joke from my chat? Yeah. I stole it from my chat. Okay, do I want to do a Mud Tide right now? No, because I want to... actually, I say no. Actually, probably yes, actually, I do want to do one. It's pretty nice because it goes into the Naga as well. Showing us an interrupt to the Naga. Why is this an interrupt to the Naga? Oh, because it purges. Because of my Wild Strike. Okay. You know what? I like it. Order is wrong again. I should really use you last because I might generate some power on you from the other guys, but I'm still like relatively okay with things. I'll stop you doing whatever shenanigans you were up to. You're now choosing a heal. And yeah, I've really fucked up your Aether economy from turn 1, and I kind of love that. I don't even know I staggered you there, but I'll take it. Alright, turn 2. Fire is what I want to cast. This is like my weakness. I can't actually do fire that well. So I can't really generate some wild Aether here. I guess I could do the shield button. Which actually isn't a bad idea right now. It's a moderately bad idea. Alright, that's a lot of damage. I really don't want to let you do this. I'd very much like to kill you. I do my free action. Alright, put poison on the unit I didn't want to put poison on, that's fine. Don't work. Start pumping out the damage here, because I need to kill you this turn, ideally. Again, not who I wanted to poison on, but it's okay, we're trying. I can steal some Aether, which can stop an attack if I want to, which is probably a good idea. Pick up a kill. Your support is now dead. And it's what do I do about the Naga now? 18 across the board. And you're doing 10. The H is not that useful. It's also not useful, if you know what I mean. Because if I do this now, I'm gonna probably... I mean, I will hit 6 between turns, which means I'll get scaling for the next turn. And I kind of mitigate a lot of the damage I'm taking this turn. You know what? I'm just gonna do it. It feels like it's okay. It doesn't feel great either, but... And then next turn, Nick's got an ability to remove debuffs, and I can just send the debuff remover out. Yeah, it's a lot of damage across the board. I think if this attack was going into Starspawn, I would have done something different. Actually, maybe I would. Maybe I would have done the same thing every time. Right, we're on win now. Okay, free action heal. I think it's time to remove the debuffs. Very nice. Dog is having a really bad day. We should steal some Aether. I'll do it to you to stop you attacking. And I probably can't break this guy, but we'll see. I should moisturize again. For the shielding. And then, yeah, this will use a wild Aether on the attack as well. Get you pretty close to breaking as well. Okay, that's slightly awkward. I didn't know I was going to trigger that. That's my bad. Okay, we're going to change things slightly. I'm going to put another redirect on you. Mainly I'm doing this for, like, the touch of healing. But terror across the board with an AoE attack coming in is fairly nasty here. He's going to die to poison. Huge. Yeah, that, like, the Gorgon is really scary. Just terror is such a scary debuff to have. Anyway, you're dead. Okay, new trait. Corruption Cleanse +1. At the start of your turn, this monster heals itself equal to half of the damage it took last round. Again, if we can get a ton of redirects, this would be insane. And that'll trigger Nyx's ability. Oh no, it won't, because it has to be Nyx that either does the healing or gets the healing. Generate random ether is also semi-tempting, because I'm quite ether hungry right now. Whenever this monster purges or steals, break 1 poison of the same element on all enemies. I'm also tempted to go really greedy and re-roll this. I think all of this is like fine, but none of it's like spectacular. Maybe the random ether is actually pretty good. Yeah, actually this is pretty good, because when I get to 5 of the same ether, that's what triggers Nyx to generate an age on my guy. We have enough healing without this. Oh. Okay. Sure, I'll take some more levels. Is there actually anything up here? Yeah, there is. Nearly run away from my epic loot. That was common loot. It's a scepter. Funnily enough, not better than the scepter I've got. This stage getting commons? Come on. You disrespect me. Okay, pick equipment or refusing at 20 gold. We'll have a look at the mystery box. Salve. Oh, I have to take... Oh, no, I don't have to take one. I can get rid of it. The end of the combat cleanses full corruption from self. Power chance 20% chance. On action, 20% chance to apply power to self. Wild conversion converts the first 1 aether generated by this monster each turn to wild aether. Ladies and gentlemen, I found something that's better than my belt. I think this is better. It does mean I lose the interrupt chance to apply power, but... the corruption removal is nice. The wild conversion is insane. Because now I can always get my ability to go off that does some additional wild damage. Because I'll always have the wild aether. Unless I spend it on something else. I think it's actually quite close, but I think this is the smarter option. Now, if I get an epic belt, though, maybe things can change. Can I was going to say, can I hit the guy? Also, you're a scorpion, I think. I don't know what the fuck you are. You're Naga. We'll go for this guy. I think it's the scorpion I'm breaking. Oh, it was 2 scorpions. Okay. We didn't really interact with these scorpions before. I think we only saw them once in the room where we got to the 3rd floor. And I think I just, like, obliterated them, but said, like, oh, this enemy's quite scary. I think it's poison-based, right? It was something like I just hard-countered what they were doing, so I just ignored them. Judgment. Whenever one or more shielded allies gets attacked, triggers poison the enemy and applies force to the attacked allies. That's right. So we want to just always be removing the poison stacks when we can. But attacking shielded people is pretty annoying. But yeah, I immediately generated a wild aether, which means that if I attack them, I'm going to purge them. Because my wild attack, like my wild addition attack on this Starspawn, aka split aether, it purges. What are you guys up to, sorry? Shielding everyone. Shielding a target. We will try and deal with this guy first, I guess. Although I'm close to breaking you. You know, I'll seal off the other guy and stop him attacking that way. Wait, is this only about base attacks? Have I made a mistake here? No, it says on attack. I think that counts as an attack. Yeah. Why did I not purge that turn? I'm sure sorry. Yeah, well, why didn't I purge? Why didn't I get rid of my wild aether? Whatever. Alright, this is a break. I don't have enough water to fuck around with, sadly, so we'll just send this out and not the free action. And now... oh, I can capture this thing again, but, I can't. Oh, I don't actually have enough aether for this. Oh, I do have enough for this, though. Alright, I'll stop you from attacking. Or shielding, because I think that's pretty spooky. And that's my turn. Now, this should generate me some random aether as well. which is very useful. I didn't quite get up to 5, sadly. Although if I get up to 5 during the turn, I think I'll still get another age, which will trigger decay. So I should probably aim for that. I need to generate a win, so I should do a base attack with you. Maybe. Alternatively, could just steal an Aether. A lot of damage is incoming. We're killing the top guy, right? It has to be... he dies. I think I give up on aging again. And we just go for a kill. I probably should think through my turn a little bit more right now as well. Like, I've got like one part of the plan down, but not really any of the other parts of the plan down. She's probably not the way I should be playing the game. Also, I'm not even sure I'm killing this guy. I definitely should have ran the maths on that. Okay, the base attack is a kill. So is that, but I'll just take the base attack, I guess. Perfect. So, wait, how is this dude to Starspawn? I just realized it's going to Starspawn. Oh my god! Wait, Starspawn might be dead. As in, like, Starspawn is dead. I don't know what just triggered that, but... the poison's gonna kill it. Well, okay, we're in trouble. Because you were the actual entirety of my build. It turns out we're going to go get Crab Boy again in a second, I think, because I should be able to get through this battle still. Although I say that, actually, most of my damage is now gone. So maybe I can't get through this battle. I think I need to deal with this guy still. So let me steal off you. The real sad thing is I think I had other stuff I can do there. I just didn't recognize I was going to die. Why did you just attack me again, by the way? I don't know what caused that to trigger. I don't know. Because wasn't it Petal Shields he was doing? I must have missed something. Alright. Well, I need to do the kills. I think we just do as much damage as we can to this guy. But it's going to be a bit of a slow chug now because the Warden takes even longer to scale. Can I rebirth it? I don't know how that's going to work. You can have the pentagram thing, so if I find a pentagram I can bring it back, but... Alright, you stop that. You stop that. I should be able to just 2v1 this now. The thing is, it won't be at my shrine right now because I just lost it now. So either way, I'm bringing back the crab. You know what it is? I think I didn't take into account the force as well. It had a guaranteed crit. And it doesn't show on the attack, so it just didn't register with me. It's going to do, like, disgusting damage. Okay, it's essential, again, I keep doing this. I will steal from you, though. And we should do this. And we should do this. Alright, barring any, like, healing abilities, he's gonna die to poison. So yeah, don't do anything. Man, it's so frustrating. Just knowing I had, like, outs is the frustrating part. I was about to ding as well. Okay, healing +1 aura whenever an ally is healed to full health, cleanse 2 corruption could be quite good. For every 7 Aether consumed by allies generates a wild Aether would be nice, like a turn or two ago. It's kind of awkward because I would like to know who my third unit is at this point. You know what? Actually, let's take Aether Cycle because I'm going to go get the crab. And the crab had wild Aether synergy. My slight issue, again, with the crab as well is that he's a tank. So I don't know how much damage I can actually do with this guy. Crab, get in here. Okay, level 7 crab. Right, gains aging for every 4 age triggers and attacking all enemies. Okay, that kind of tracks with what I'm trying to do. In fact, it's just decay again. Then we need abilities. So I don't have any fire coverage anymore, which is actually a pretty big issue. Like, actually astonishingly large issue to not have fire coverage. We'll see what we can do, though. I guess we'll take that. Retaliate if this monster has 50% more health, purges one enemy ether. I get it. We could maybe do this with the warden to try and, like, just giga purge them. You know, let's take it. I don't think I need the tankiness quite as much. Whirlpool could be good, though. When I reach 5 Aether save Aether, purchase enemy Aether. And applies power to self. We might need to take this. I need scaling. Yeah. It's only once, but still, it's a bit of scaling. I think all these aren't very good. Alright. Well. I've got 3 again. Not the same 3 I had before, but we're a full party. Actually, this might be the end of the floor. Maybe I should have waited a floor, but I think either way, I needed someone that synergized with what I was doing. So I'm actually not upset by this. I mean, I'm, like, obviously slightly upset by this, but... I really need a pentagram. Alright, turns out I can bring you back. I assume I'm going to be a low level. Like, it'll take me back to 7, right? And I might not get the same skills, I think. Actually, that'd be pretty good for what I was trying to do before. I think I want to take this first. I need fire coverage. I'm actually going to re-roll this. We could go for Fireball, because no one else is using the fire. I don't love it, but... I've not got age of this character so far. Okay, this is not what I was planning. Okay, this is what I was planning. Consumes a power and ally's additional cost. This is my last roll. I think I'll re-roll this. Well, Eon Shield's back. That's an insane attack. 3 times 6 water earth damage against target enemy. Purges 2 Aether. Interrupts, generates wild Aether as well. Holy shit. That's a disgusting attack. I might need this again though. Do I need the H that much anymore? It's like mild scaling, but... You know what? I think I do still need this. I don't need Starbeam. I don't really need this either. I think we're worse than we were before, but we're kind of back. Time is not on my side, though, with this. To fix it. As in, like, isn't this the floor where we fight the boss? Or, like, the floor after I fight the boss? Yeah, my Starspawn needs a new perk. Thank you. Shield generator, at the start of your turn generates shield, defense +1 reduces damage of incoming attack by 1, or health +10. I feel like this might just be better than this. It's kind of debatable though. It depends how many multi-hit moves we get hit by. We keep getting hit by like 7 times 5, which in its own right is just removing 5 off the board, which I do appreciate this is 10 max health, but assuming I live through one of them and I get attacked again, it would be... actually, now that the more and more I think about this, the more and more I think it isn't the right choice. I should actually just take this. But it's so hard to get defense. I'll take defense. We need experience out of the wazoo, though. I think we're like actually cooked. I actually don't think I should have done this. I'll think about it in a sec. I'm not sure what I want to do yet. If I think I'm going to lose this run, I should do it. But I'm not quite sure if I'm going to lose this run. I've got a decent idea that it's going to be bad. Yeah, the boss is at the end of this, which means there's another boss coming up after that boss as well. The fuck is this pumpkin? I want to interact with the pumpkin, but... Okay, the scorpion... I mean, I guess I have to deal with this guy first, is the issue. Alright. Oh, my ordering is like... Oh, wrong. Starspawn's at the bottom now. Oh, I do appreciate the warden is like front and center now. So I think from a military standpoint, our strategy is way better than theirs, where they put their support in the front row. Okay, so this has changed everything, basically. So what am I dealing with now? I want to get 5 eighths of the same elements to get power. I want to spend as much as possible because I get power. And I do have aging creates power, but I don't have decay anymore. That's the big loss. And I also don't have Moisturize anymore, which is a pretty big loss. And I can't do anything from my opening turn, which is a pretty big loss. I didn't generate Fire Aether. I'm going to try and break the kitty. I can break the kitty. First things first, we do that. Second thing, we do this. Third thing, I do this. And stop you doing your ability. And then finally, I break the cat. And then sadly, we rolled fire, which is my worst one. I also didn't get Fire Aether. Never mind, I've got Fire Aether suddenly. How have I generated this? Oh, one of my guys can generate it, right? You don't have the attacks, but they can generate it. I think actually I won't spend it, though. I'll just do a base attack. Alright, well, my Starspawn's a bit slower now, but he kind of does the job still. Also, I've lost my super epic item. I need to find some... I need to find that belt again. God, it all went wrong when I threw away my belt. I should have just not thrown away that belt. It was a family heirloom at this point. I was like, no, I want the new hot, so I want the eye belt. AK, I think it was like a salve, right? And now look where I am now. I'm at age 2 on turn 2. So slow. Okay, you are shielding people, which I don't love. Because, like, it's your entire build. It's your philosophy is shield to poison. I hate that I'm leaving Medusa up as well, because Medusa does disgusting things. I can do a big shield here, but it's kind of like a nothing burger return if I do this. I'm going to stop you doing that. Also, can I get Lamentation of Woes off my screen, please? And Nature's Guard off my screen? Damn! Oh, whatever. That's in a fine spot. Oh, that's my ability, never mind. Oh, the attack I was doing. And that's so much damage. I'm just not breaking anyone, so it feels a bit weak. Yeah, I can't stop the Medusa attack going off. Which I guess is okay. I should still steal Aether, I think. You know what? Hang on. I steal Fire here. Which means that this now does more damage. Is that a good play? Probably not, but... it's not a terrible play at the very least. I think you now kill the kitty. That's their support dead. I think next I want to go on the Scorpion. I have 3 actions for heals. So we can put more poison on people, which again, actually, maybe shouldn't be doing, because, you know, they get benefits off it. I guess I just leave the Naga for the end. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just leave Naga. Alright, Naga's got some debuffs on it. Whatever, it's fine. You know what? I just don't hit it. Wait, I can't not hit it. The poison will trigger it. Oh my god, it's so much damage. Alright, H through, gain a power. I'm scaling. You want water? Good news for you, buddy. I'm gonna give you water. You're also going to be doing this. I need to remove the corruption and the debuffs. Scorpion's having a bad day right now. That's because I spent enough Aether to trigger off my multi-move, which is excellent. I can't quite get through Medusa. Probably don't want to actually hit Medusa either. I should just still do this. Keep stealing Aether. I'm actually going to do this, because I need to push this button at some point as well. I think I'll just kill the Scorpion with my Starspawn, and I'll deal with Medusa in one turn. Because this is lethal. He's going to die to poison. Look how much wild Aether I've got as well, by the way. Ow. Ow. Alright, cool. They have 8 turns, it turns out. Very, very good for them. Alright, my go. I think the battle is over. I mean, the battle is definitely over. I'll just make sure I don't do anything super stupid and just push all the sensible buttons here. But yeah, he'll die to poison. I just want to trigger Lamentation of Woes and then get killed from it. Push this right? Yeah. Alright. We're Gucci. Except my Starspawn is not good anymore. Other than that, we're Gucci. One more battle though, he gets another level. Equipment. A skull. Whenever this monster applies a debuff to an enemy, 20% chance to apply another stack of the same debuff. But not trigger with itself, earth generated. That's actually awful with this guy, but it's better than nothing, so take it. What is this pumpkin thing? One of Vigil's magical creations, a fruit which allows one to cultivate their own innate abilities. Fittingly, it's called a cultivation. A product is a mix of careful cultivation and aether crystal magic. The right cultivation fruit glistens invitingly. Any one of your monsters would certainly enjoy tasting it. Choose one of your monsters to receive cultivation fruit, then choose one of its types. On the monster's next level up, the chance for skills of that type to appear will be heavily increased, and there will be at least one Maverick skill. The chosen monster also gains 2 experience. Can I look at my monsters? Are you 2 experience away, Starspawn? Alright, Starspawn's just gonna get this. Power, Aether, and Age. I want more Age stuff. I want to generate my Age thing again. This could be huge for me, unironically. It's the guy! It's back again! We don't want to redirect here. We're back, baby! We're so back! I'm just missing my item now. It's actually crazy. Alright, where are we going? There's something up to the left. Should probably deal with these danguses as well at some point. Oh, hang on a minute. Interesting to find so many relics unbroken, unspoiled by war, untouched by the tides of time. Although the monster can spread to all corners of the Terror State after the fall of Vigil, they still share respect for the Holy City and its history. Wait. Oh, I'm going to assume that's, like, not a glitch. Okay, it's the Froggy Shrine. Okay, there is a hole there. Alright, I'll take the last battle. Possibly foolishly, since, like, I think this is the battle that killed me, right? But I want a chance for more loot. So we don't have moisturize anymore. We can't moisturize the opening turn. That is the first thing I have to be aware of. So actually my Starspawn on the first turn isn't actually that good anymore. I think we do free water heal here to stop the Starspawn dying, ideally. Next, I would like to do an Earth plus Water maneuver. I would also like an AoE heal, which is kind of what this is doing anyway. But I want to break the Scorpion. The Scorpion is doing shield for self. I don't like that. I don't love that you're doing force to yourself, because I think that's what killed me before. And you are doing the same thing, but with more damage. At least right now, the Warden can eat the hits. So I will start working you down. Which actually means the Starspawn has got an important task for this turn, because he's going to break the Scorpion. Yes. So you're going to break the Scorpion. Finally, you are going to do some thievery. You're going to stop this guy doing anything. Excellent. And you're going to stop this guy doing his thing. And Warden will take a hit from 2 base attacks. Nice try, buddy. Okay, let me just quickly check something else. What the fuck are you guys getting for this? Oh, it's Fearless's turn to proc, I think. Right, so he dodges 1 attack, then gets a retaliation. I think it was the retaliation maybe that killed me then, before. Maybe that's the thing I didn't respect. I hate that you go for Starspawn. You know what? I'm actually not going to fuck around this time. Actually, hang on a minute. I might fuck around. I've not decided yet. I would like to do this. I'd also kind of like to do this. Actually, I'd really like to do this. It means next turn I'll decay. Wait, I could decay this turn, I think. I've got a plan, but it's not a good one. So I'll do it. Wait, this is really stupid what I'm doing. What are you up to? Like, infinite damage? How about you don't do infinite damage on my turn? Yeah, this was a stupid idea. I'm actually going to pull out the idea that I was going to do. I was going to generate 1 more Water Ether by just doing a basic attack here, which would take me up to 5, which would then give age 1 to the Starspawn, which means decay would go off, but I don't think it's actually worth all this hassle. Because then I can't use water moves here, which feels like a pretty bad deal. I think I'll just stop you doing what you're up to. And I guess I'll have to let you get your shield game going. And I'll just be trying... I'll try to be careful and not, like, trigger you or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll try and kill you with poison instead. Yeah, I'll do this purely for poison reasons. And then similarly, I'll do this for damage and poison reasons. We have many shielding, so we shouldn't be dying this turn. Alright, we need to remove the poison, ideally. Rage 4, Decay is going to trigger. Sadly, I'm not powering up quite as quickly anymore because I don't have my belt, but it's still decent damage. I triggered the the... Okay, maybe this is what happened. I may have decayed into the retaliate and then died. Didn't it say... Wait, doesn't it say decay doesn't trigger retaliate, or does it say it does trigger it? Oh, it doesn't say it doesn't trigger it. Okay. So that's my issue. That's the thing that's killing me. I need to be really careful. Okay. It doesn't really matter what I do here. Please don't trigger on Aether Breath. That would, like, have mentally boomed me. Just keep the healing going. Right. So you're attacking Starspawn, but I'm going to actually take the hit on the Warden instead by doing this. I want to push it anyway at some point. So now I've got to redirect, and the other guy's not attacking, so I don't need to worry about it. I'm actually like so scared of these guys now. I just don't even attack them anymore. Fuck it, I'm going to just shield again. The other thing is this is the use build stronger. I think the use build was more like easy to run because I feel like the poison just counted so many things. But I don't know. I feel like this has got a chance to be better against bosses, or it did. Before I lost my first Starspawn, I felt like this was better, but I think now I've lost my Starspawn and I've got this like imposter. It's not as good as it was before. I don't scale quite as quickly. Okay, now I'm going to try and go to town and kill the guy. Although, I say this, Poison's probably going to take over now and kill him. It's fine. Dead to Poison now. I actually nearly misplayed that. If I got my attack that triggers retaliate, the auto attack, like if I aged one more time, I actually think I would have just died because I would have hit the other guy and got retaliated. I need to do big heal down. Okay, not where I wanted the poisons to go, but it's fine. And we don't need to do this right now. I could do this, don't break you. Yeah, okay. This fearless attack retaliate is actually disgusting. It's so much damage. I say it sounds good, I just realized I got 7 power now by Starspawn and I've won. So it's not terrible, but what I wouldn't give for a belt. Okay, worthiness 4 now on the Warden. Level 9 on the Warden. Applies 3 weakness to target enemy. Retaliate. Triggers 2x6 earth water damage against the enemy and applies 1 weakness to them. That's actually pretty good because this thing gets scaling on weakness. So I can actually turn this into another offensive unit. The Winter Guard is also quite useful, but I've got like an equivalent with healing instead. I actually think I'm going to take this Pheromone Trap. Although, actually, it's going to replace something. What would I replace? Because I use most of the other things anyway. I guess Stone Punch, but even that I use. You know what? I don't think I need Stone Punch anymore. Because this kind of does what Stone Punch is doing anyway. It's not as many hits. So it's harder to break the earth guys with this, but the weakness is going to be quite nice to reduce the damage I'm taking. So again, it slows the battle down and scales this unit. So I think I'll take the trade. A belt. Honestly, nearly good. Okay, I need to make a decision now. What's my gold situation? I'm actually not going to use the Froggy Shrine. I think that's the decision I'm going to make. I don't think I'm going to necessarily win the boss fight, but to give myself the best chance of doing it, I think I have to spend money at a merchant. I could reroll a skill as well, but I think I'd just be better served buying stuff, because I could potentially buy some experience as well. Whenever a buff is applied to this monster, 25% chance to apply another second same buff. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got him. This is what I want. I literally said before I regretted not getting the talisman. It's so good here. Please hit Nyx with this. Cowards. Cowards! It's still really good. I guess we could look at who he could have also picked up. Alright. Nice. A who's who of people I don't want right now. And stay away from me a sec. Actually, hang on a minute. I can potentially... Stay away from me, Hand. Hand! Manus! Get away from me! Oh no, I'm 1 gold away! I thought I had enough to buy another experience, but I don't, do I? No, I'm 1 off. Alright, well... Let's rock and roll, I guess. Also remember, like, part of the goal for this episode was just to capture this guy anyway. So as long as we capture him, I've kind of, like, achieved my goal. But obviously I'd prefer to do more than that. Anyway, this hand's got an age synergy as well, funnily enough. So the longer the battle goes on, the worse it is for me, but also the better it is for me. Let me check exactly what he's doing. So gains aging. At the end of your turn, if this monster has 3 or more age, triggers an attack against each enemy that deals 1 × 5 fire wind damage, and for every 3 age stacks, so it gets even more and more over time, and applies 1 weakness, which again goes up and up over time. He also summons friends, so he's got minion damage. He can have 2 minions attached to him. He's got Zephyr Punch, which scales his aging. So basically I want to interrupt his starting so he doesn't age faster than I do. I want to go into the... Wait. I want to put him in the hyperbolic time chamber, and I want to be outside of it, because I'm better being outside of it. It's actually a debuff. You know, all those trainings that, like, Goku did in, you know, Dragon Ball Z to power up before he got to... Was it to fighting Frieza or something? I can't remember who he was fighting. And, you know, what Ichigo did in Bleach before he fought Aizen. Nonsense. You don't want more time. You actually want to age more. With age comes power. So anyway, so we want to interrupt basically his openings. And, yeah, he's got a summon fire guy. Again, more aging stuff. Or just disgusting damage. Weakness, age, shields. Okay, and wind lands. Actually, on paper, he doesn't look that bad. Famous last words. What are we doing? We are shielding everyone and putting age on self. We do not want to let him do that. So, you know what? No. No, Hand. You're not doing this. I'm not allowing it. We'll take a free heal. You're also going to trigger both redirects on this turn. It's only 14 damage. Only 14. It's not a lot, is it? It's kind of a lot. Okay, let's start breaking in. I think you should still steal Aether, by the way. Because I'll get it back, right? Yeah, it's my side now. Dummy. And do I want to purge him again? He literally has no Aether anymore. And do I want to do this or just want to do a basic attack? I think I want to do a basic attack here. The damage is not... actually, hang on a minute. This breaks him. Never mind, I'll break him. I was going to say, I probably want to generate some Aether because the more... Well, when I get to 5 stacks of a certain Aether, Nyx will give me an age on my guy, and that will start the scaling, like, accelerating. Get punched. again. Please don't fist my warden. That's too hot for YouTube and Twitch. Although some of the stuff I've seen on Twitch in the past, maybe it's not. Alright, what are we doing? We are going to do the age ability. Again, I do not want to let you do that, so I'd really like to stop that happening. It's plausible I can stop this. This I can't do. It's 18 to all, by the way, which is, again, disgusting, but... I forgot I have this now. Shield everyone. Be a little thief. So the base attack is going into the middle, which is actually what I want. I can keep stealing from him, but I can't really do anything about the wind anyway, so I might just leave it. I could put some weakness on the guy, though. Which, again, does scale my unit. And also the retaliate will trigger 2 times. So I think I'll do the pheromone trap. You should do your free heal on this guy. Doesn't really matter, but do it here. There's the poison. And then you should use a water move to generate another wild... Wait, I've got Wild Aether now. Oh, maybe Wild Aether doesn't count for Nyx's ability. I'm actually not sure how this will work. I hope he does. It'd be really good if he does. We might as well take some damage. We're close to breaking him again. I just spent a Wild Aether to do this. Probably not my best. No, I generated it back anyway, right? I didn't spend it. Yeah, I regenerated it. There you go. That's fine. Okay, so with you... I probably want to do this to start burning through the fire, right? Just checking again. He lives through this, right? It's 18 damage, but he's got 3 weakness on him. So I think the first hit will do... It'll do 15 and 15... Wait, it'll do 15, I think. Wait, it's showing 4... Am I losing my mind? It's doing 12 damage. I'm sure that bugged out for a second. Anyway, we'll do the explosion. God, if I had that ability still that I consume a wild ether to do a wild attack, it'd be so disgusting. Still, it's okay. I think I'm happy with Starspawn than without Starspawn. I don't know if I'd have the damage otherwise. Also, I can remove the weakness of myself with Nyx. So that attack's actually not that scary. Compared to all the shit I've just done back to him again, I don't think the juice was worth the squeeze for the hand. Also, now we're decaying him. Perfect. So I'm definitely pushing this button. What are you doing? That is too much damage into Starspawn. It's 24 damage into Starspawn. He's still only age 2, so I would really like to interrupt this again. And we could have the ability to interrupt it. We can interrupt it. We will interrupt it. Let's see who he's attacking now. It's the bottom row still. Get staggered. Get caught, nerd. I don't even want to pronounce that. We caught the guy. We've caught Manus. Okay, you're still doing your AoE attack. But it's not that scary right now. Without the scaling, it's like... I can deal with it. Also, actually, my weakness situation right now is not even that bad. Mainly because I think I just used it on that attack, but still. So I think I should attack you instead. And yeah, the poison's getting meaningful at this point. I guess the last question is, do I do this? Or do I pump the damage out? I guess we pump the damage out, right? Well, we can. I could get the retaliate as well. Actually, I think I'm going to purge you again. Because I'm slowly scaling the Warden as well now. The Warden's plus 4 power. It's not insignificant again. And I'm going to take the damage here, I think. And he's half dead. So much wild Aether. I can basically do whatever the fuck I want now, right? With all this wild. Nope. Don't care what you're trying to do, but I'm not letting you do it. Keep stealing from him. I feel like stealing off this guy, the purge effect, sorry, is so unbelievably OP. Just not letting him age is like actually just destroying this guy. He can't do anything. I'm actually going to do this again to get the retaliation trigger. I actually did this in the wrong order. I should have done this first. Doesn't really matter. It kind of does, but I lost that on like 3 damage. But I think the poison's going to eventually kill him anyway, so it doesn't matter. We will remove the weakness now, though. Many poisons. And again, like, what do you got to do? Do you got to just pump out the damage? I guess you just pump out the damage. Alright, my water gets fisted. Weakens him back. Get Pharaoh trapped again, by the way. Okay, he's summoning a friend. He just hit everyone. He shot me again. Can you stop attacking me, please? It's my turn. Did trigger retaliate again, though, at the very least. Okay, we need some big healing, but the guy's like on a quarter health. Also, decay is coming up. Nice. So this totem, can I see what he's up to? I think it's the wind one, right? It's 1 times 9. Okay. And it's up to his wind damage. Yeah, okay, it's 2 times 10 now. Let's do the usual. Let me heal here. I think we want to do one of these. Warden should also heal, I think, at this point. It's kind of a risky play, this, but I want to get my max health. The poison's almost there anyway. Should steal from the guy. But I actually just bullied this guy. He's not gained strength yet. He's not gained the power from aging. I've just not let him play the game. And can we finish with this attack? We can. You're dead. I win. Well, I win the 3rd boss. We'll get to see the 4th one in a sec. Wait, you're not dead? He's dead. Okay. So worthy. And a ding! Before the final boss. Do I want to replace any of my skills on this guy, or do I want 5 max health? Just give me 5 max health. This guy's actually doing some good work with his skills. I'm really happy with everything that's going on with this guy. He's set up so nicely. It's really traits I want to look at. An epic chain. On single target attack, if the enemy has 4 or more ether, purge 1 enemy ether. Debuff, cleanse, earth damage. Is it better than the orb? This gives me 1 aether to start battles with, but the purging seems fairly cool. But will they have 4 more aether that often? Actually, maybe they will do. The weakness is also quite useful because it actually like gets me going. But this guy does earth damage as well. Actually, is the purge that important versus the guy I'm about to fight? Because it's really just hit the hands, right? You know, I might live to regret this. I might actually prefer the Aether +1 in this situation, but I think in a vacuum, this is actually better. Also, it gives me enough money to go back to the guy. Interesting. Oh, this is so stupid. Hang on a minute. This is a stupid play. This was a stupid boys play. I should have bought this every day of the week. Oh well. I tried to get a level, but it didn't matter. You know what? I'll buy a Blind Memento. Just on the off chance I could do it on the 4th guy, but I'm pretty certain that's not the way this works. Alright, we're going to the cook. He's going to do by corruption. By the way, last time I did this, I had like no corruption. I now have all the corruption, so that may also make a difference. By the way, have we got the hand here? Not that I'm going to replace anyone, but... Oh, I do have the hand. Hecatoncheries. Manus. So we got Manus. We got the book as well. But yeah, no, not doing it. I guess also I should have saved my money for this guy, potentially. Did I buy a Black Memento? I can't remember what I did. I think I did. Yeah, I did. I'll take this, I suppose. It's not bad. Oh, wait, never mind, it's bad. I thought it was a artifact. Whatever. I'll pay some gold to get 3 gold back, then buy an experience. No, nothing really mattered here. Sadly, if I'd rolled good on the other one, I would have a ding on my Starspawn. I guess if I hadn't had my Starspawn die as well, I would have a level on my Starspawn. I ate the food, right? I guess that's the last check before I leave. I did eat the food. Okay, let's see what we can do. We finally made it back. I can still feel Chernobog. I need to reach them again. Brace yourselves. Hi again. Back for more, I see. I'm here to talk. Then you should never come back. Alright, clearly there's some sort of true ending. Maybe we have to beat it like heroic or something. Right. Interestingly, if I hold the blank memento, it actually isn't showing up on this guy, which sort of implies I can't capture him. Right. So I didn't really interact with the mechanics of this boss, honestly, because the poison kind of just ignored the corruption type things. This guy is annoying. So his hands apply this corruption to me. And if I ever use these attacks, I get corruption from that guy, which is my purple bar. And eventually summons a mirror image of my guy with like stats related to the corruption I've got on my guy. So really, I don't want to get corrupted. He does purge my corruption though, in fairness, as like a trade, but generally speaking, I don't want to like do this. And we want to just break his hands, because if we can break his hands, we can like interrupt this corruption for some amount of time. Yeah. And does the guy have an effect? Oh yeah, this guy's got aging as well. And he tries to put terror on, which is like a vulnerability debuff type thing. I can put the tooltip up for you for terror. Start your turn dealer while damage hit with die damage to all enemies with 5 more terror. Yikes. So yeah, I just want to stop terror from accumulating. Okay, cool. I think we're gonna have a tough time. Get my free heal to begin with. I think we go for hands first. This is where things get a bit weird. I think... Oh, maybe I've misplayed this. I don't know. Let me do this on the hand. Oh, wait, I'm thinking of something else. Doesn't matter. I stopped ignoring his ability anyway, so that's fine. I want to break the hand, which will free up the other guy. Actually, this works okay. I just don't use my abilities here. I stagger you. And now you're free to do what you want. What is it you want to do? I don't know. It's not great. I'll just pass the turn, basically. Alright, we gain power from aging. I had 5 of 1/8 because I didn't really spend a lot on that turn, so I gained another power. And also my... Nice. My what's-name triggered there. My new item. What are we holding, sorry? The talisman, it triggered. I generated another copy of a boon. I've got 4 power now on this guy, which is a lot. You've got corruption this time. I'll stop that instantaneously. We can deal with the water stuff with explosion, so I guess that's what we're going to do. Which will free Nyx up. And we should probably just always be stealing Aether. You know what? I just realized why I fucked up. Because you don't have an Earth attack anymore. This isn't actually an attack. But I can get the Retaliate to trigger, which will kind of work that way. I don't know what I was doing when I took this. I mean, actually, it worked out okay before when I did use it, so I can't really complain, but it's not that good. If I could always have Retaliate on this guy, it would be pretty good. So yeah, it's a bit of a slog, but I think we'll hit a critical mass eventually and just start blowing this guy up. Okay, there you go. Got some earth damage in. Alright, phase 2. Right. It didn't get too much on my Warden. The Starspawn is pretty strong. We need to deal with the Starspawn immediately. I generated fire again. Holy shit, he's also got it now. Is this when anyone does it? Yeah, okay, we're actually in a bit of a bother. Him stealing Starspawn is actually horrific. On the plus side, my corruption's gone. What if I just do this? What if I just send out a huge lava surge? It's going to interrupt one guy, so I get power. I get a stagger, I get some power. Then I need to interrupt the other guy, ideally. AKA the Starspawn. What are you doing, by the way? It's Terror plus 40 damage. Cool. And also you age yourself. Very cool. I'd like you to not do that, actually. I can interrupt that, actually, but I need to do it in this... Well, I don't need to do it in this order. I'm going to do it in this order. Break and kill this guy. So I don't get punished for this. I don't generate wild Aether for the boss. Wait, he's not dead. He is dead. He is dead. Good. Okay, insane. Now I steal from this guy. And if I steal again, which I think I'm able to, I will stop the attack. I think I'm only stopping one, though. Hold on. I want this, I think, for safety. So yeah, it's just one attack coming in now. I have got 9 terror on Nyx as well, which I need to really, really respect. Okay, the terror is now like... The terror is inbound. The fire hand is back as well. Immediately, I'm going to kill your hand. I think the turn where he summons Mirror Image is actually the really scary turn. As long as I can avoid that, things aren't necessarily bad. They're pretty bad, don't get me wrong, but they're not the worst. I might take a redirect here as well to try and protect Nyx. Keep stealing. Always be a thief. Poison. More poison. I want to remove some of my Terra debuffs. Still have 5 actually on Nyx. Holy shit, the Terra. Is my Warden alive still? Okay, they are. My Starspawn, by the way, is 12 attack now. Which feels pretty good. I think we'll be pushing this button. It's showing the boss is dying this turn. Wait, no, it's not. That's not what it's showing. I got excited for a second. Bit of fire damage. Doom Bloom is coming to the bottom. You're attacking the middle, so I need to keep my guy up, is the dream. I would like to do 3 fire damage, which is actually pretty awkward for me to do right now, because I've only got 1 unit that can do fire damage. I will try and steal some Aether off you. I think Nyx, we're just going to have to accept, is going to trigger the corruption. Sadly. Yeah. So Nyx is going to summon someone pretty big, but I don't know. There's not a lot I can do about it. Otherwise, the Warden just dies, which I think is also a pretty bad deal for me. Is this hand attacking, by the way? His hand's attacking Nyx for many damages. Kinda don't respect it, actually. Get you closer to staggering. That might be my turn. Man, I should have used a heal potion here. Yeah, I should have used a heal potion. Don't know why I didn't. I have 4 of them. I have 14 stacks of Terror by Starspawn. Oh my god, the Mirror Nyx has got 100 health. Can you stop? There you go. You know, I should have used this as well. To, like, deny a bit of corruption. You're attacking my bottom row. It's Doom Bloom, though. It's fine. I can deal with Doom Bloom. Is it killing interrupt? It is, right? Let me stop you doing that first. How much is you doing to Dix? Sorry. 40 damage. Oh, God. Need to do this. Oh, it's so close. If this killed, I would be in such a good spot right now. How much is that actually doing? I'm gonna break the hand. But it's so bad if I break the hand, though. I should have done it first and not taken the corruption. It's just admitting I made a huge misplay. Alright, I have to accept I made a huge misplay. God damn it. I think I would have got there with the poison as well. I think I should have just sent it. I don't really care about the health on the boss, by the way. I think the poison is gonna, like, get him. I do really care about the 16 stacks of terror of my Starspawn, and not, like, using him before I lose him. Please don't tell me the fire hand's back. Cool, the fire hand's back. And I can't get through the fire hand very easily, is my issue. I'll take the damage. You need to live. How much to the top row now? It's more than that, because the terror stacks is going to get me. Although it's only doing 41. Only. I think I'm just going to have to accept the hand corruption again. I think you take the heal now. As in this heal. And as I said, we're going to have to eat the corruption. I could steal Aether off him now. Alright, I could steal... I can stop the big attack. That's actually worth, I think. And I just do a base attack into you. So he's doing Doom Bloom, but that's it. That's it. Again, 15 terror stacks. Excuse me, didn't say you were attacking that guy. I want my money back. If Starspawn dies here, by the way, we're dead. Instantly on the spot. I think we're screwed then. I'm slightly concerned. Alright, we need to heal our guy. At least I've lost my terror stats. Oh, the hand's attacking here. I didn't see this icon. Whoops, that was nearly awful. You're doing 14 against the bottom row, which is a problem. Like, a pretty big problem, actually. I need a redirect. But if I'm going to take the redirect, I need to break the hand as well. What am I doing? No, I want to do this. Into the hand. Freeze up my guy. I theoretically can't block the attack. Okay, I need to do this into Starspawn to live this turn. And I'm still not living this turn. I need shields. Wait, no, I can get a redirect now. The redirect does save me. I could also do this, which means I definitely live the turn. But again, look at the damage. I guess I live the turn, right? It's the optimal play. Why risk dying this turn? What are you stealing? I don't know. I should still always do it. I stole water. Yeah, I can't do it. Because if you're going to steal water again, they're still both going off. Which means I have to do this. I should do this. Now, the question is the water living the turn? It has 16 stacks of terror on it as well. And it's going to get 5 more, so it's going to have 21 stacks of terror. So the first attack is going to do 31 damage. And then we'll take half. So I think it's going to take, like... It's so hard to calculate. It's like 50, 60... I think it's going to take about 70 damage. So I think it's living this turn. Which means I should push the attack button. You have to redirect, right? You have redirect. I don't know. It's so hard to calculate, but I need to start hitting the guy. If I had one more earth as well, I could break him. Maybe I'll break him. I broke him. I think that will win me the game. Now, I want to see if I can capture the guy. It won't let me. Alright. So now we know. This should just end the game, effectively. It's 48 AoE damage. It's actually absurd now, the damage this Starspawn's outputting. And they died to poison. I'll just doubly make sure I'm not fucking up here because I can break the hand as well to free him from the corruption. Actually, let me try and check it if I can catch him now. He has his hands down, he's down, everything's down. Alright, still won't let me. More for the road, I guess. Why not? One more for the road as well. Still a bit of water off him. And then, funnily enough, I don't actually have any really good attacks, so we're going to Echo to finish and steal one more Aether off the guy. Ladies and gentlemen. Moments ago, I wouldn't have believed it. But here we are. A Dublinsky. Having lost a unit just before the third boss. We pulled it back thanks to some excellent play. What's going to be funny is it's going to show another guy show up and then just immediately disappear. The crab guy's here. The crab guy's gone. Cool. 663 Aether crystals? Insane. Back to home base. See my animation cancel as well when I landed? Right. What is the next thing I want to... Oh. What do I want to do? I need to improve some things, right? More lore, by the way, in case you're really intrigued by the lore. Okay, so we can get Soul Bond for more people. You know what, Wulptinger? Get a soul bond. You've heard it, kid. Grimoire. You've heard it, kid. Manus, you can have one as well. And I think now we'll spend the rest on upgrades. So this is like changing the roster of people I can start with. You don't do anything right. You just talk to me. Oh, I remember who the other guy is. I was going to say there's 3 guys, right? I keep forgetting who the other one is. The other one's this guy, right? Zerix, be straight with me. Do you really believe you can close the darn void? I'll try. To tell you the truth, I still don't know even for sure if the void can be closed. I appreciate your honesty. Let me be honest too. I don't think there's anyone around here apart from you who stands a chance of closing the void. So basically I'm putting all my trust in an Aethermancer. What else does it do for a mayor at the end of the world? Let's make a deal, Gustavo. Start your run with 10 gold. Anti-corruption meal upgrade. Upgrades the monster meal to cleanse 5 additional corruption. Max health meal upgrade. Oh! The monster meal's giving me 5 max health as well. That seems actually really good. Oh, I'll take it. Merchant discount. He offers 1 additional discount. Inventory upgrade. He offers another item for sale. And question mark, question mark, question mark. Honestly, let's just spend more in here. I'm pretty happy with all of this. Maybe I should have taken the 10 gold as well, but I feel like that's actually not that big a deal. Anyway, I think that'll do it for this episode. YouTube, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, why don't leave a like and subscribe? Everyone helps me out. And again, we'll play another run. I mean, we'll keep going, actually. I think there's a true ending, so I'd like to find the true ending at the very. So, yeah, that'll do it for this episode. If you enjoyed it, why don't leave a like and subscribe? Everyone helps me out. I'll see you again next time. Bye.